minds at peace. The world out of order, missing in the heat that gets colder. Oh yes, I have to find my path. No less walk on earth, water and fire. The elements compose a matter. Opens my motor, so Quran is a malga. Steel packed tight in my crew. Chip on my arm on the sign of all pro.
I can't see you.
Yeah, no video this week, guys. All right, howdy, it's Noah from Geek Week,
I'm Drew.
joined by my buddy Drew. And, okay, all right, so after Season 8, Episode 3, that beautiful, I know you love that episode so much. Drew was telling me how much he loved that episode, and that Game of Thrones is the best show because of it. But, so there's a lot of talk about, because we all know how it ended, about Arya being a Mary Sue.
Hell yeah.
Okay. She is, but I'm not even gonna. There's no suspense there.
There'd be no argument in this episode.
I'm not D&D. I'm not gonna try to fake you out. She is, but I'm going to explain why she is throughout this quick little video. First, let me just start off by explaining the definition of what a Mary Sue is. A Mary Sue, by definition, it's a noun by definition, a type of female character who is depicted as unrealistically lacking flaws or weaknesses. Jesus Christ, is she the definition of a Mary Sue? Like, if you didn't understand what that meant,
Yeah.
just watch the new Star Wars trilogy. Rey is the definition of a Mary Sue. She's had no training to do what she can do, but she's great at everything she touches. Like, just automatically, for the sake of being a strong woman or whatever the fuck Kathleen, whatever the fuck her name was, is going for.
Well, it's always in, like, media that's directed or, like, at least influenced by people that are just going for, like, a specific reaction in the plot.
Yeah, and you know,
And they don't care what they have to do
Forced
to
diversity.
force
diversity.
force it out of the
That is the
the
worst
movie
thing you
they're
could
making.
do, because it's like, it's one thing if you build a strong female character for the sake of, you know, she's just a character. A strong female character should not be a strong female character. It should just be a strong character. You have to force in the fact that she's female. You fucked up. You're just trying to force that down people's throats, and you're taking away from character. And characters like that usually have no personalities, which Arya has lost her personality over the years.
Definitely.
Oh God.
She'll have her moments, I guess.
Oh, in the books, she'll
certain
still have
seasons,
character.
she'll
in the books,
obviously,
she'll still have character. She's honestly in the books. This does not apply because in the book she's still training with the Faceless Men.
Well, yeah.
And it's gonna be it's a lot more in depth than it is in the show.
I'm sure.
But all right,
She's supposed to. I mean, didn't they actually predict her killing the Night King or whatever? Like, she has more reason in the book to kill the Night King
no.
than she does
Oh, no,
in.
no. She's not gonna kill the Night King.
No, but there is some, like, she has some tie there where, like, the Night King
No.
killed her aunt or something.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh.
Nope. Nope.
Damn.
Nope. That's not her arc.
I guess we could just probably
Yeah.
cut that whole part
no,
out of the
no,
fucking.
it's all right. You ever read the books?
Oh, I sound dumb.
No, it's all right. I mean, it's just no. I'm glad you said that. Actually, no, there's nothing in Arya's arc,
Okay.
book or show,
Whatsoever.
that leads her to do that.
Well, I'm about to read the books now because of
they're-
how
yeah.
shit
No,
they're
they're
ending
good.
the show.
They're
It fucking
yeah,
sucks.
you should.
It fucking sucks.
The books will give you new hope. They will, and I've done that with
I'm
Star
gonna-
Wars too.
I'm gonna reiterate this in like 4 videos over the course of the next couple days, but Game of Thrones is fucking dead to me.
Oh, dude. Oh, just wait till you listen to our reviews. We've taken a week off of
Yeah,
review
this shit sucks.
to recover from the episodes they've been giving us.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, they
let's
killed
just-
it. They killed it in one fell swoop. It was just
Yeah.
lopped its head
It
off.
was over a long period of time.
they lopped its head off like
Season 7
like
was
fucking Ned Stark.
Season 7 was dog shit altogether. So they killed it.
It was better than this.
Well, Season 5 was horrible too. Like, they've taken their time to kill the show. Like, they've taken, because they gave us a little bit of hope with an okay Season 6.
Yeah.
Then just jab you right in the heart like.
I was still able to fanboy my way through the bullshit.
Yeah, and you know what?
Up until now.
Yeah, you're absolutely
Because
right.
it's over now.
You know,
though.
because
That's
I
the
got
problem.
called out by
It's
another
like-
YouTuber.
Yeah.
But I was like commenting.
Oh yeah, I've been called out on Reddit.
Oh yeah, dude, I was putting up like just hate shit. And they were just, because I was getting mad at first. I was defending my show, bro. And people were like, dude, you are a fanboy bitch. Like, shut up. And after a while, I was like, dude, you're right.
Well, the
Like, I
general
am.
consensus on Reddit is that it just sucks ass.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, it does.
it does.
Okay, so let's get into it. Is Arya Stark a Mary Sue?
100%.
She is.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning, because I've gotten backlash on this a lot. And a lot of people who disagree with me have tried to give their points.
Yeah.
So let's just start from Season 1. Season 1, she begins her training with Syrio Forel, the first sword of Bravos, the water dancer.
She wasn't a Mary Sue yet. at that point.
No, she was not.
She was
not a Mary Sue at that point. But somebody tried to use this as a counter argument to me saying she was by saying this training had helped her. Let me tell you, that training did nothing for her. Nothing at all. She learned. Oh, I'll prove it to you. The one thing she did learn from that was she did learn how to be stealth. I guess they showed that a little bit. She was sneaking up on cats, shit like that. She learned the stealth part.
Excuse me.
But I'll show you why that. Hold on to that. I'll show you why that doesn't matter later because in season 8, episode 3, what was stealth about her screaming, yelling at the Night King? Nothing. But she did learn stealth.
Well, the stealth part was where she fucking vaporized through an
Oh,
army of
God.
lights, dude.
Oh God, don't remind me. But okay, Syria Farrell taught her nothing combat-wise, and the proof in this is season. It's either 3 or 4 when she's with Gendry and Hot Pie, and they both get taken by the Brotherhood Without Banners, and they get taken to that
Damn,
inn.
you did your research.
Oh no, I'm just a fucking nerd, dude. Like I know this shit. Like
Yeah.
they got taken into this bar with the Brotherhood Without Banners.
Yeah.
Then throws a fucking mirror, unhands her with just fucking does a little sword trick, takes her sword right out of her hand, throws a fucking mirror.
Oh,
the
yeah,
drunk that fucking brings Barrack
When they
and
killed the
Tyrion
kid,
back.
right?
No. This is before they take Gendry and sell her to Melisandre.
Okay.
This is when they first take Arya. They're about to let Arya, Hot Pie, and Gendry go, but then they capture the Hound, and the Hound's like, "Fuck, are you doing with a Stark, bitch?" And they're like, "Oh, that's a Stark." Then the whole story goes from there.
Yeah.
But my point is,
okay.
Arya takes out Needle in the bar, tries to be a badass, then throws from Mir, the drunk fuck that can't fight at all, just fucking does a little sword trick that knocks her sword out of her hand like she doesn't know shit. So stop. And this is after her training with Syrio Farrell. She knows nothing from that combat.
Well, okay.
Nothing.
She was a fucking what in the story? What?
Oh, she's young.
10?
But I'm talking to the people who try to use that as a combat argument against me. Like that training did something for her.
Well, it might have taught her techniques, but
It
she
taught
had
her
no.
how to be stealth. That is it.
She hadn't polished up. I mean, that's like
Girls from here.
taking karate when you're fucking 10 years old. You know what I mean?
Any other character, I might even give you leeway. We were talking about Boros from
Yeah,
Mir.
he was sick.
No, he is not.
He was nice with the sword, bro. Oh, no.
No, he is not.
I was thinking of the guy that trained her. Never mind.
Yeah. No.
I'm all mixed up. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
no, that's Syrio
sorry.
Farrell.
Yeah.
First order Boros, he is sick. This guy is not. This guy
Yeah.
can't beef at all. Like no, bro. His only job in the show is to bring Barrack Dondarrion back to life. That is his only plot point. Like this dude cannot fight.
He's a grown ass man and she's fucking 10.
Well, this is my point. She cannot beef. Like, okay, you're with me now.
All right.
She's not beefing. This is we're at the season 4 point. Season 3, season 4 point. She can't beef. Okay, she still can't beef. This is what she gets taken in with the Hound.
Yeah.
Then she goes on her whole season 4 adventures with the Hound.
Angsty as fuck.
Yeah, which actually don't get it twisted. I loved those scenes.
Those were great.
Because their chemistry was fucking dope.
Yeah, it was awesome.
But let's not call it for what it is. That's George R. R. Martin's writing. So D&D, fuck you. You don't get my credit for that. You don't get my credit for that. That is not
Hell no.
good. But what I was gonna say is, the Hound had taught her. He taught her knowledge. There was never a scene where the Hound shows her how to fight or anything like that, because he's such a standoffish, like I love you but I'll never show it kind of guy.
Yeah.
You know, and it's they have that whole banter.
The Hound is definitely one of my favorites.
Oh, he's one of my favorites too. So
sure.
I mean, so is Arya. It's just, is she a Mary Sue? Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
But no, there's never.
Well, the problem is they never they could have explained her.
They could have flushed her character out so much more.
But they just pushed her through all this shit.
Yeah, and all right. So here's my point. Like with the Hound, he gained her knowledge and experience.
Yeah.
She becomes harder. Like her personality becomes harder with the Hound. Because she's family dying, and he's telling her like.
She goes through some shit.
He's showing her like that's like part of life. That's what happens in this lifetime. So she gets harder. He never once shows her like how to fight though. He shows her where the heart is. Like, oh, this is how you kill a man. This is his heart. She never shows him or shows her how to fight. He's never like, yo, this is how you guard. This is how you swing. None of that ever happens. Keep that in mind. None of that ever happens. Then obviously the Hound gets fucked up by Brienne of Tarth. And she just runs away, gets on a ship, and goes to Bravos. All right, so where are we at right now? Because that's the end of season 4, where she gets on the ship and heads to Bravos. The last episode of season 4, the last scene, is her heading to Bravos. So she isn't in Bravos with the Faceless Men till season 5. So if we can all agree on the fact that she hasn't learned shit on how to fight till season 5, okay? Are we clear there?
She was kind of practicing on her own though throughout
Where?
season 4, right?
Where?
Right?
No.
No.
No. She's.
I thought she was always like shooting her bow and shit, like just kind of trying to figure out how to
No,
kill people.
first of all, Arya was always good with a bow.
Yeah.
That's established first episode.
Mhm.
That's not what is being a. She doesn't use a bow at all. What does it have to do with anything? Yeah, you're absolutely right. She was always a good archer, but that has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, if they were gonna have Arya kill the Night King, they should have just had her shoot him with a fucking dragon glass arrow.
Makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? No, she was always good arching, but I'm talking about fucking sword to sword combat. She has never been taught how to do that properly, besides Serial Pharrell, and we saw what that got her, getting unhanded by Thoros and Mira.
Mhm.
So no, she hasn't. With the Hound, basically, she just became harder, like a tougher person. All she did was recite those names, become really a cold person. So I get how her personality has changed. As far as her actual skill, no. So she gets to Bravos. Dog, the whole season 5, she is cleaning floors. She is mopping floors and getting bitch slapped by the wave. Okay? That's what's happening. She's getting bitch slapped by the wave and mopping floors. She's not winning any of these fights. She's not. There's nothing there to tell you that she's gotten better. It does get a little bit better later. I'll get to that. But then we go.
I don't understand why they didn't just have her get better throughout that season.
Well, first of all, season 5 was a waste of all of our time.
Yeah.
Season 5 was just collectively a waste of every single man's time. Like, that shit was, oh, good lord. Are we doing this? Is this happening? Like, season 5 was horrible.
The season of politics.
Oh, God. It wasn't even politics. It weren't even good politics.
No.
Season 1, 2, 3, and 4 were politics, really. And those were good.
Season 1's the best season.
This was George R. R. Martin was done giving you work, and D&D were like, fuck, we have to write? Like, oh, this is tough. This writing shit is hard. Like, yeah, it is.
It's absurd.
We've seen your past works, X-Men Origins.
Fucking terrible.
But, yeah, she's getting her ass kicked. She goes to, there's so much of that season that needs to be explained. Like, she's washing dead bodies, okay? Doesn't really, she gets to see bits and pieces of, like, what makes Faceless Men. She never really learns how to do it. But then let's jump season 6. Because she didn't learn shit season 5. Let's jump season 6. They do show a little bit of her getting better with the staff. With the staff. She gets a little bit better, which is why she asked for a staff in season 8. She does get a little bit better with that.
Yeah.
Does she get good enough to beat the wave? No. She gets a little bit better. A little bit better. She's still trash. So she learns how to block a few attacks, and she's still getting knocked to her fucking face. Let's go over to the fact, if you really want some proof that she's a Mary Sue. This bitch gets stabbed in her abdomen 12 times, damn near. Realistically, it was like 3.
It was 3.
In fucking medieval times. Medieval times, she got stabbed with a knife into her abdomen 3 times.
Yeah, she got
then
fucking
jumped
gutted.
into a disgusting lake. A disgusting, murky-ass, whatever they did in medieval times, lake.
Yeah.
And swam to safety.
What season was
Okay, that's season 6. Now we're in season 6. Like, if that's not all you need to hear, that is... There's no medicine that's going to work in medieval times.
Well, the only thing that actually, like... never mind. I was just going to bring up...
Please,
I was going to bring up the Battle of Winterfell again. It's just fucking... That's all you need. That whole episode with her.
We'll get to that.
That whole episode with everybody, honestly.
Oh, we're only on season 6. So then, she gets stabbed in her gut by the wave. She goes in hiding from the wave. Then proceeds to do parkour through the entirety of that fucking Bravos. She's jumping on buildings, fucking somersaulting off of buildings like fucking James Bond. Turns into the Bourne Identity for a little bit. Meanwhile, this is a girl who's been stabbed 3 times in her fucking abdomen. What the fuck is going on? What is happening?
Well, I mean, it does take a while to bleed out from a gutter injury.
Yeah, but how can you do parkour after it? Even if it, all right, you're right. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to claim to be a doctor.
You're fucked.
We're in medieval times. You just jumped into a shit-infested lake. Bitch, you have to have at least some sort of, that shit's got to be infected.
How did she heal?
She didn't. Oh, God, I'll get to that. I see it's making me angry to try to skip ahead of where we're at in her Mary Sue-ness. Like, dude, it makes no sense. So she is, like, not infected, not bleeding anymore, but she's able to do parkour and escape the wave. But mind you, when did she learn how to beat the wave? She didn't. So she gets Needle back, and there's the whole fucking stupid-ass scene. There's a candle. She cuts out the candle, and then we have to infer that she knew what to do in the dark because she was blind with the wave. Which I get. She was blind, and she did learn how to move a little bit blind. But, girl, you're not going to have no combat against the wave. What is happening right now? Like, whatever. So maybe the wave's just really bad in the dark, I guess. The wave just can't see at all. So
That makes no sense, by the way.
No, it doesn't. But I'll give you
If
that.
there's any character that's going to be dope in the dark, it's going to
It'd
be
be the
fucking...
wave, right? Yeah, she's the girl who's been at this place so much longer than you.
Yeah.
But whatever. I got it. Okay, she didn't have to learn how to be a faceless man. She just skipped steps. So Arya cuts out some candles, able to kill the wave. Somehow that cut doesn't fester or whatever. She leaves Bravos, right? Then I think we go on to see our next seeing of Arya after that is, I think, the end of season... It's either the end of season 6 or the opening of season 7. I think it's the end of season 6, where she kills Walder Frey. That's the end of season 6, I believe. She goes there... Okay. Alright.
Alright, Noah. Alright.
There is fucking... Dude, how many fucking phrase are there, bro? How many phrase are there?
There's a bunch of phrases.
There's a lot of phrase, bro. For this little girl.
Quite a
what did she kill them one at a time? They're putting on their face and coming back, killing another. Like, oh my god.
Dude, she played it like Hitman.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even understand.
What's the
so whatever.
the thing you get when you kill everyone on a Hitman mission?
Oh
So
my
it's an
god.
achievement.
So she's able to
I don't know.
kill Walder Frey's 2 of his sons or whatever somehow, then bake them in a pie somehow, and then fucking feed it to Walder Frey somehow, and then fucking I get that Walder Frey's not a fighter. I don't know how she got this close to this nigga. Whatever. Then she stabs, kills him, takes his face. But like I said before, there's never really a clear point where she learns how to do that. All she sees is them cutting off people's faces.
Right.
Then you get another scene of her seeing the faces.
Right.
Where do you learn how to do it? I don't get that because that is not even First of all, there's so much about the face changing process that fucks me up in general. Okay, maybe you can. This is fantasy. I'm not gonna nitpick it that hard. Maybe you can put on somebody else's face. I get that. How is she able to now gain inches on her height to match that nigga's height and their weight? And what the fuck?
Magic.
Yeah, okay, a lot of it, clearly. But then she's able to turn into Walder Frey, fool every one of his sons that have known him for fucking thousands of years, and then murder them with poison somehow. Some fucking how.
Never explained.
Okay. Let's flash forward to when she gets back to Winterfell. So he gets back to Winterfell. There's the whole retarded fucking scene with her and Brienne. And this is where they tease that little knife drop, that gay shit. Dude, okay, if you're gonna tease, if you're gonna tease a fucking season ending,
Oh my god.
a season ending move, you have to do it more than the season
I didn't realize
before.
that.
You have to do it more than the season before. You can't just fucking throw that Easter egg one season before you do it. It has no effect. We're dude, we saw this gay ass gimmick just a season ago. Maybe if you do that knife drop, let's say season 1 with Serial Pharrell, I'll be like, okay, that's kind of cool. That was just fucking stupid.
I guess.
But Brienne of Tarth is a fucking beast, dog. A fucking beast. Now you want me to believe that this little girl can fucking hang with Brienne of Tarth?
Yeah.
What? Nigga with a dagger and a fucking toothpick sword?
That shit was crazy.
Brienne of Tarth is swinging this heavy-ass Valyrian steel masterpiece of a sword. Mm-hmm. And she is struggling with this midget child that has a fucking dinky-ass sword and a dagger.
Well, the point is, in the real story, I'm sure if that was to happen, if it was though, they would explain it.
Oh yeah, but it's not.
But so if that's
that.
what they were going to go for, then season 5 and season 6 should have been her.
Okay, just so you guys as
progressing.
Fans, just so you guys as fans as followers,
at least to the point where she
we're
can
at
do
so
this
far
shit.
in this Mary Sue progression. Yes, she's learned how to be stealth. I'll give you that. Yes, she's learned how to. She's always
definitely progressed as a character.
Her personality.
But physically.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Strictly off of her.
You need to give her some fucking feats.
Yeah.
Give me something to base this off.
Yes, strictly off her physical ability. It has not been proven.
Oh.
Like,
and then the end all be all. I think we're. Are we there yet?
Jump there?
Are we there yet?
Yeah, you know what? I'm getting angry talking about it.
I've brought it up twice while you've been going on.
Yeah, I think you guys have got my point. Just jump to it. Jump to it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Like, the whole fucking episode. Well, you can't even really complain about Arya until the very end because she gets the same treatment as everyone.
Well,
where it's if the camera pans away from you, you're still alive.
She bodies at least like 12 dead.
But also, if the camera pans away from you,
we got to see that she's good with the staff. I get that. Okay, nothing to say about that. That is perfectly explained.
But she was overwhelmed a couple times, and then
she should be.
She had the dumbest scene in the entire fucking episode, that Walking Dead
the
cut out in
horror
the
film.
Fucking what?
Yeah, the horror film.
Yeah, all right, but
dude,
that's nothing.
Can I be honest?
That's nothing compared to the end, where she just.
When I watched that episode the first time live, I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you. I've never done this for one single episode of Game of Thrones. When they did that scene with Arya fucking hiding, I fast forwarded. Forwarded through it. I was like, dude, are we doing this?
Yeah.
Are we doing this?
Dude, I can't.
There are people dying.
I was just saying, what the fuck?
Well,
I literally was just, what the fucking my TV the whole just, what the fuck?
Dude.
What the fuck? What is this? Like, am I watching a different show?
And not to mention, the one real skill she had, being stealth, was dragged from under her when she couldn't be stealth in that scene.
Yeah.
So now,
she's wounded, you know.
So
but
her
then
blood drips.
Suddenly,
she
gets a pep talk.
That takes away from the last scene.
Blue eyes.
Oh God.
Blue eyes.
God. But let's just talk about how the fucking dead heard the blood hit the ground. That is a mindless zombie heard your blood hit the ground. And it wasn't like she was leaking.
Right.
A fucking single droplet of blood hit the ground. The dead was like, Raggy, what is this? You're telling me 12 fucking White Walkers? Just.
What do you mean? There was like 2,000 zombies there too.
This bitch is screaming when she.
All right. I've seen. Okay, so now that we're talking about this, I've seen a bunch of videos online. Where definitely like the fucking 50,000.
Oh man,
about this episode.
What did I tell you after?
But
I said I didn't want to do.
I've seen tons of theories, and like they're all pretty good, and it's just
actually, no, we're not.
So
technically, no, we're not.
So
because
if we're working,
my video review for this episode was up. Like,
if we're working with everything they gave us and just changing the very fucking end where she kills the Night King, she could have taken what's his fucking name with the eye patch. She could have taken his face and become his White Walker face or whatever.
Yeah.
And blended in with the army. And then they could have shown that and at least explained to us.
Barrack.
At least, Barrack. At least explain to us how she gets behind the Night King. At least give us an explanation on that.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay.
Without her just, now she's a fucking vampire and she could just materialize out of smoke.
Oh God. All right. See.
12 feet in the fucking air.
You know how I told you before that the dead hearing her drop
Fuck
of
you.
blood. Hearing her drop of blood took the stealth thing from under her. Yeah. No, her screaming from fucking 100 yards out takes the stealth away. What assassin does that?
She didn't scream, dude. If you watch that shit in slow motion, she just materializes.
She does.
She just fucking.
But she materializes and screams. She's
Yeah, but
the Night King's like.
Yeah, he turns around and chokes her, and then she pulls some fucking.
Why wouldn't she just shut the fuck up and stab him? Riddle me this.
Traumatic moment.
Retarded.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely.
Yeah. Just
retarded.
fucking the worst shit ever.
Oh God.
The worst shit ever.
Just a little tidbit of knowledge. I'm sorry. I didn't want to make this video this long. Like, I'm getting angry talking about it.
Yeah.
D&D, you fucking worthless dog shit idiots. Like, why in the fuck, in all of God's fucks, would you admit you're retarded at the end of the episode? At the end of the episode, everybody saw it by now. In the inside of the episode, they're like, yeah, we only thought to do the Arya killing the Night King 3 years ago. When they entered in that prophecy like 6 years ago. So you admitted that you put that prophecy in there for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
You just did that like, fuck it. We'll figure it out later. Who in the history of writing has ever done that? Like, oh, good Lord. Like, we know you're idiots.
I mean, I guess there's a... Never mind. I don't know.
I'm curious.
I don't know.
What's the defense for that?
I guess there'd be like an argument to be had with them where it's like we were thinking we were going to wait for the books, but then everybody didn't want us to wait for the books and they forced us to make this shit. They could say that.
Well, they should have said that.
Yeah.
No, first of all, you're right, because that's probably what I would have said.
Yeah.
Nobody could believe you anyways, because that's a lie.
I mean, that could be true. That could be true.
You know, there's 2 more books.
People wanted the
There's
show,
2
though.
more books.
People,
No.
I remember there was a period where they were
True.
like, we can't make the show anymore
True.
because of the books.
But the show, there's still 2 more books. So even if you
Right.
got the next book,
Right.
the show has already
And
progressed farther.
as a fan, I would happily wait 6 fucking years
me too.
and get
That's
the
what
show,
I'm saying.
get
a
the
good
real show.
Yeah, so would I. But honestly, the actors have been aged too far.
Whatever.
I get it.
You saw what they did with fucking Brad Pitt and Benjamin Button
You're
10
not
ten
wrong.
years
yeah,
ago.
de-aging technology.
Yeah, come on.
You
Yeah.
spent millions of dollars to give us dog shit episodes. Why not spend a lot to give us good ones?
Right.
But yeah, what I'm saying is, even if the next book came out, they've already progressed this bullshit show farther than what the book would be. So you'd have to wait for 2.
Yeah.
And I get that. But all I'm saying is, why would you admit that you're incompetent and just put something in there for fuck's sake of putting it in there? Like,
Dude, that was the whole episode. It was every fucking.
I just, as a writer, as a writer myself, I just don't even understand why you
admit your
your stupidity.
I gotta find the Mauler.
Oh,
If anybody,
Mauler,
yeah.
Big shout outs to that.
Big shout outs. Mauler. And all of his videos, honestly, they're fucking great.
Oh man, dude, I just as a writer, I can't.
But yeah,
understand.
he's got like a 37-minute breakdown, and
I'm sure you guys have all seen that. But
he goes into big detail on just fucking like the actual planning of their battle and everything too.
Oh, God.
So even like down to the tiniest detail of what sucks about this episode, and it's crazy that it's almost everything.
Yeah,
It's almost everything.
Dude, you know what? Yeah.
And this is like,
Okay, so
it's
let's
the
talk
worst
about
part
strategy.
is it's like that's the
Let's
big
talk
thing.
about strategy
Like
for a
if
second.
you're a fan of the show, you've been waiting for this big
Baller
moment.
didn't say this in
Yeah.
this video. Let's talk about strategy, and let's talk about the retards that are writing the show. They have put Easter eggs into the show. They didn't make these Easter eggs, by the way. This is George R. R. Martin's clever writing that they have fucked up from their stupidity. In damn near episode 1 or 2, Ned Stark talks about Winterfell and that how thousands of men couldn't breach this castle if they stayed in the fucking castle.
Yeah.
Because of what the castle is. If you stay in the castle, it is no army.
That doesn't matter, dude. It's plot. It's just they forgot. They forgot about that.
This is your show.
Yeah, they forgot.
Like, you put this in your own show.
Yeah,
like,
they don't remember.
How have I watched your own show?
They got some other projects they're working
How
on.
do I know your
Dude, they're making Star Wars now. They don't have time for this shit. They don't have time for this shit.
You stay away from my Star Wars. I tweeted Jimmy Kimmel the other day.
Yo, for real.
I tweeted Jimmy Kimmel. Dude, all right. You know how I told you I tweet Ryan Johnson, or I DM Ryan Johnson once a month?
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, I DM Ryan Johnson, the director of fucking The Last Jedi, once a month, every month. It's not even a mean thing. It's not a yelling at him thing, because I know people berate him on Twitter. Me, it's just as a fucking lifelong fan. Like, my mother put me on to fucking A New Hope when I was a child. Like, this shit is a big part of me. Like, a huge part. I have a Star Wars wallet, for fuck's sake. Like, a Velcro wallet. Like, this is my life. But, dude, I asked him as a genuinely hurt fan why he thought it was okay to do this every month. Like, once a month. I'm just like, why? Why? If you just give me one solid apology, or not a fucking apology, just explain yourself, bro. Explain yourself. You thought it was okay to just take Star Wars and just fucking monkey.
It was also the brave woman could blow up the fucking destroyer.
Oh God, Christ! Oh God, let's get all right. Oh, God. We'll save that for our podcast. Let's get back to their Easter egg of Ned Stark telling you that if you stayed within the walls of the castle, the castle couldn't be breached. Did fucking John forget every lesson this nigga had ever taught him in life? Like, oh no, let's have everybody outside of the castle.
No. But the greatest military minds in Westeros plan this with a guy that can see the future.
All right, so no, Bran can't actually see the future.
He could almost predict it though.
Maybe
they've established in the lore of the show that he can.
I'm only going.
He
on
can
what
see
I know
possibilities.
from books.
He can see possibilities.
No, he gets.
That's what they've said.
He gets vision.
Well, that's what the creators of the show have said. So
they're idiots, though.
Whatever. They said it.
All right, so if they said that,
yeah.
I don't know that for. Did they say that?
So yeah.
If they said that for a fact, then that's another point that they
exactly. They're
they
fucking
follow
retards.
Their own rules.
No.
Like you're creating laws.
Dude, they create rules in this episode that only exist in this episode, and then they
God,
break
you just
them,
reminded me of another
and then
one.
they break them immediately.
The whole thing
Immediately.
about fire. Okay.
Yeah.
Dads are supposed to touch fire, then immediately be engulfed.
But 4 of them laying on a fucking Watch Mahler's video.
What the fuck?
Watch Mahler's video.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh my God.
It's too much.
Like they just have taken rules and just broke their own rules.
By the way, he has a 3-hour critique of Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
God, and you know what? I watched every last hour.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Oh my
you know
God.
what? That's not the only one. There's 2 3-hour joints.
Oh my god.
Watch them all.
He goes hard. He goes super
I
hard.
enjoyed them. I was
Yeah.
like, you're right.
He's great.
But oh god, like that's one thing he didn't say about fucking Ned Stark. Told you, nigga, you don't let that happen. You hold the castle. Like that is just basic knowledge. Why would you let them, all of your men, just commit suicide outside the castle? I don't understand.
Dramatic.
But let's get back to what this video is about.
Yeah.
Fucking
Arya's
Arya
Mary Stu.
being a Mary Sue. Okay.
Mary
Okay.
Stu. Mary Stu.
This bitch has had nothing in her story arc to make her even close to being able to beat the Night King. But even if she did have that, let's go back to what these dumbasses ratted themselves out for at the fucking inside. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is what hurts me the most. That they are just too stupid to realize the things that they've said already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they said in the inside of the episode that after Arya rammed her head into that fucking wall, that she was dazed and not 100%. How could someone not 100% defeat the Night King?
Because she got a pep talk from, what's her name? Melisandre.
I just, oh god, I will murder D&D. You're gonna touch what's more dear to me. You're gonna touch Star Wars next. I will find you. I will find you, people. I will fuck you up. Like, good lord, I can't anymore. I've lost, like, dude. Okay, we're gonna go so much more in depth when we get to our fucking podcast. But like, I've lost fucking a part of me. Like, it hurts, bro.
It's pretty rough.
But yes, so all in all, Arya is a fucking Mary Sue. 'Cause I'm tired of this video. I'm tired of talking about this. Yes, she is.
Yeah.
Is she as bad as Rey from Star Wars? No. But she is most certainly a Mary Sue. Most certainly.
100%.
Fuck you, D&D. Fuck you. I'm out.
Well, bye.
また夜が明ければお別れ夢は遠き幻にあなたを追いかけ